Unfortunately, most YouTubers are actually lying to you. They're telling you to start a dropshipping business or to start trading crypto or some other scam that just isn't going to work out. They want you to launch a podcast, start a course, or build some app that you can do over the weekend with zero experience. But here's what they won't tell you. And in this video, I'm going to share 6 side hustles that are super easy to get started no matter what experience you have. And you can start them right now from anywhere in the world. You can make up to $5,000 to $10,000 a month fairly easily doing this. And here's the best part is you can literally start them over the weekend for no startup capital. Now, before you skip ahead, you're going to want to watch each one of these because there is pros and cons. Some of them are going to have higher earning potential and some of them are going to need a little bit more time to get up and running. So you'll want to see which one's going to be the best fit for you. And again, like I mentioned, if the people you're listening to on YouTube haven't done it themselves and then helped other people in different situations, look at those criteria. But last but not least, make sure they're actually living the lifestyle that you want to build. If they haven't achieved that yet, then you're likely not learning from the best person that's going to make the biggest and fastest impact. Again, somebody living in their parents' basement likely isn't going to have the knowledge and track record or the blueprint to help you get to where you actually want to be. And so if you're serious about making money online, I haven't just done it for myself. I've done it for people who are farmers, people over 50, 60 who had no tech experience, like Maxine, like Meg, like Jason, and like Jacob here on the screen. They all had basically no experience working online, and I was able to help them get really good results by following the same tips I'm going to give you in this video here today. These are real strategies that actually work, and it's things you can take action no matter where you are in the world. And again, if this is your first time seeing me and you want to learn how to earn from anywhere, make sure you hit subscribe for the new videos I'm putting out every single week. Now imagine getting paid to work online and just have a conversation on Zoom. This is reality, and it's one of the easiest side hustles to start from anywhere in the world. And what I'm talking about is teaching English online. But Mike, I'm not a qualified English teacher. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as you're a native English speaker or you know fluent English. Congratulations, you're already qualified to do this. There are millions of people in China, Japan, Brazil, South Korea, and all over the world who want to practice conversational English, and they will pay you to talk with them. No lecture plans, no planning, just hop on a Zoom call and have a simple conversation, and then you get paid for an hour. Some of the biggest platforms out there are like VIP Kids, Cambly, Powfish, and italki. You basically go ahead, sign up, make a video explaining who you are, prove that you can talk in English, and then the best part about most of these platforms, you can set your rates and you can set the hours you want to work. So if you want to just work 5 hours a week, if you want to earn a little bit of extra money for the weekend or for travel, this is great for you. But if you want to double down and work 60 hours a week and just cash up a bunch of money, it can also work for you. So no matter where you are, if you're in the middle, all of these structures are super flexible and they're really easy to get up and running. You can literally get started doing this over a weekend. So this is how it would look. Day 1, sign up for Cambly and complete your profile with a friendly video. Day 3 to 4, watch some other YouTube videos for other ESL conversation topics. Day 5, you're already taking your first calls, even if they feel a little awkward. I always suggest to have at least 5 questions that are going to be very conversational and things that they want to learn about. Maybe when you have your first call with somebody, understand what their goals are. Some people are going to be more focused on business topics. Some people want to focus on dating, and other people are going to be all over the place. So figure out what hobbies they're passionate about and certain topics that they actually want to learn about and discuss a little bit more in depth. Now, the way to amplify all of this is just to use ChatGPT to really come up with some good questions, a few options to ask them, maybe even before the call on what their interests are. They could fill out a 3 or 4 question survey. And basically, you want to make sure that you're feeling comfortable. You need to understand that you need to talk a little bit slower, enunciate a little bit more, make sure you have a very good microphone so they can hear you, and make sure that you have headphones so you can hear them as well. Next up is another easy side hustle, and I've helped people get results in this in as fast as 2 days. They started from knowing nothing to making money in just 2 days. And what I'm talking about is freelance writing. Now, one of the biggest issues is people come to me and they say, I don't have a skill or I don't have any experience. And if that's the group of you, this is going to be perfect for you. And the reason this works so well is because in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, you've been practicing writing. It's a skill that you haven't been monetizing yet. So no matter where you are, if you're a native English speaker or if you're not a native English speaker, you can also write in your own country, but likely English is going to pay the highest. And so freelance writing is going to be great because basically what you're doing is you're going to go into platforms like Upwork or freelancer.com, create a profile, and then start getting those early gigs. You need to apply to gigs pretty much every single day, but I've seen people win jobs in as fast as 2 days of doing this. They applied for 10 jobs a day, and on day 2, they got a test article. The test article went well, and then they landed a full-fledged, full-time client that basically just wanted to give them as much work as they could handle. So to break this down, the roadmap is day 1, you're just setting up your profile and optimizing it. Maybe you have somebody else review it and give you some feedback. Day 2 is you're basically just going ahead and applying for as many jobs as possible, but making sure each one of them is unique and catered to the exact thing they're looking for. So for example, if they're looking for a tech writer, you need to submit a sample around tech. And even better, if they're looking for a tech writer about phones, make sure that your sample is about phones. You need to find that relevant sample that is exactly what they're looking for. And again, make sure you spend a lot of time optimizing and improving your samples. Then after that, you're just applying for jobs every single day. Unfortunately, this is a quality and a quantity thing. You need to be good at both of these. But if you do it correctly, you can have your side hustle income in as fast as 2 days and over a weekend. There's no real startup capital to get started with this. Everything is free, and you can use free versions of ChatGPT to make the whole process a lot more fast, streamlined, and get feedback. I always get feedback from my writing in ChatGPT. I'll write out a simple version myself, and then I'll use ChatGPT as a freelance writer, an editor, and a proofreader to basically give me some feedback to make it go from a 7 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10, then to a 9, and then to a 10 out of 10. It takes some time, but this is the thing that's going to separate you from other freelancers. You do the extra steps to get it from a 7 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 writing piece. If you guys like that part, you're going to love this. I'm giving away my best-selling book for absolutely free, and here's how you can get the audiobook in just a few seconds. Inside this book is the same techniques I've used to work abroad in paradise in more than 100 different countries. And the best part, this strategy hasn't just worked for me, it's helped hundreds of thousands of people earn more, work less, and travel the world. I'll leave a QR code here where you can get the audiobook for free with a free 30-day Audible subscription. Now, the next step is utilizing a skill that you might already have but aren't monetizing it. A lot of people come to me and they understand that they have experience in a certain industry and they just don't want to have a job anymore. Or maybe they don't want to leave their day job yet. So the best way to earn an extra 20-30% on top of that industry is just to take that skill you've already developing, your employer is already paying you for, and then to get some clients on top of that. And what I'm talking about is basically freelancing or consulting on the side. It's a little bit different to freelance writing because you're just doing writing projects, but with this, you'd be going to platforms like Upwork and finding consulting clients in the niche that you have some expertise. So in this niche, I've really helped a lot of people that have finance backgrounds, accounting backgrounds, medical background, and there's so many things that you can use and figure out what are the tangent or side pivots that I can make. Maybe you have experience in finance, but you need to niche down a little bit further to a niche that maybe you want to learn a little bit about, or you only have a year of experience in. You can still consult on those things, but you need to figure out what is that area, what people are looking for, what you're good at, and kind of find the middle of like what's going to pay well and something that you enjoy actually working on. This is going to be a very similar roadmap to freelance writing. Again, you're putting together your portfolio, and again, your portfolio is basically going to be based on that one skill that you have, whether you're fitness in the fitness industry, the tech industry, whatever it is, build your profile around that. But you need to do some initial research before you start your portfolio. Figure out who's in your niche and who are the top 10 paid profiles already being successful. You can search on Google Upwork profile in this niche, Upwork profile in this industry, and it'll show you some of the highest paid profiles. And basically what you need to figure out are what are some of the things in their portfolio that is separating them from other people. If you're in the banking industry and finance industry, you probably need to be in a suit and you really need to have a good professional headshot. If you're in another industry, the headshot can be a little bit less formal. But again, this is just the things you need to start looking for. What are those areas of the profile that are going to appeal to the person that's going to hire me? And then you need to cater your entire portfolio and profile to match that. One of the things that I've learned about this whole thing is most people are really bad at self-identifying themselves. They just don't know what they don't know. So having a third party look at this is going to be extremely helpful. And so the first day, you're just going ahead and reviewing your portfolio and profile, having somebody else review it, give you feedback, and then you're going to go ahead and start submitting gigs and applying for gigs on Upwork. Send out 10 to 20 pitches per day that are all customized and catered. And again, I don't recommend doing 100 per day because you need to get some feedback. Which ones were viewed, which ones got feedback, and understand a little bit more about the search criteria. When you're actually searching for gigs on Upwork, biggest important thing to look at is how soon was the job posted, how many applicants have applied for it, and is this going to be a short-term gig or a long-term gig? I typically recommend people to look for something that's at least a 3-month long contract. The reason is because it takes about the same amount of time to find a one-off gig as it does to find something that's recurring. And so finding something recurring is just going to be a lot easier to build upon. Now, I've been a digital marketer for over 10 years now, and one industry that I see has a ton of potential, and I don't see it going away for another 10, 20 years, is email marketing, and especially newsletters. The way you can monetize this is basically by reaching out to businesses and running their newsletter for them. Every week, they're going to be sending out emails, and a lot of companies know that they can make money from this and that they can help their own customers, but they're just too busy to do it themselves. They basically just send random emails whenever they remember it, and they're really just leaving thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table every single month. You basically help businesses write better emails, set up automated sequences, and actually make money from their subscribers. The crazy part is you can kind of learn how to do all of this within a weekend, and then you can really make your email sequences better by using AI tools like ChatGPT. Some of the biggest platforms that I like are ConvertKit, which is kit.com. A few other big ones are MailChimp, but again, you need to look at what type of companies are going to actually pay you for this. So look at some of the more premium platforms. Like HubSpot is super high end, but might be a little bit harder barrier to entry because they're going to be a little bit larger companies. So look at competitors that are around like ConvertKit. You're looking for people that are like, 10-person companies. They don't have a full person dedicated to email yet. And so if you're wondering how much you can get paid for this, I've seen newsletters that are anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month. You get 4 or 5 clients. You send about 1 email a day, and then you're getting paid $10,000 a month for this. It's pretty awesome, and it's pretty great to basically get this in a recurring revenue business. I've seen some other people structure it where they basically get a X percentage of all the money that's created through email, and then they have a base salary and then some commission. I think that can be a little complicated because you don't know how it's going to perform and resonate with audiences. And you don't always want to be selling to people. A lot of newsletters aren't meant to sell to people, they're to warm them up. So when you do that quarterly email blast for your sale or for your promotion, those people are used to opening your emails. And then they're going to get maybe 2 or 3x more people reading those promotional emails because they're warmed up. They know more about you and the business that they're going to convert better on those promotions. So you can kind of build a hybrid approach, but I suggest starting off with a monthly retainer and then moving in and adding in either affiliate or some sort of commission structure that you get paid out on profit sharing. Now, if you want to build a $100,000 a month side hustle, it's not going to happen in a weekend, but here's the side hustle that I'm likely most bullish on if you really want to build something that's going to grow and scale. And I'm not talking about drop shipping, I'm talking about drop servicing. Drop servicing is basically an agency approach or where you're selling services to businesses. Essentially, you have a team of people, and the simplest example that I like to use is you have a middleman who kind of makes everything happen. You're the middleman at first, and then you can outsource that. So one example of this is you get 2 clients that pay you to do their videos, then you hire 1 video editor to actually fulfill the work. You're dealing with the client, you're getting on the phone calls, you're finding them, making sure the sales and sending invoices. But the biggest thing and most important part is you're making sure the quality standards and stay up to par every single month. So for example, you might be charging 2 clients $2,000 per month or $2,500 per month, and then you're paying your video editor a fraction of that. And you can find really good video editors from anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per month. So you basically keep that profit margin and then you reinvest it to keep growing. With around 3 to 4 clients, you can already be making making $10,000 per month. Then if you want to get to that $100,000 a month range, you just got to add another zero on there. So you're going to become an expert at sales, but most importantly, you need to become an expert at managing people. Every drop servicing business is going to work really well until you have 10, 20, or 30 people working for you. That's when things get really complicated. You're going to need a person managing the people. You're going to need a person managing the sales team. There's going to be a lot of nuances that go into growing and scaling, and you're going to be basically fluctuating up and down based on how many clients you have. The hardest part I see about drop servicing, especially at the $100,000 a month level, is understanding what sort of employees do I need. And a lot of times you're going to have to overhire and basically lose out on some of that profit, because if you want to continue scaling, you're going to have that team size. So when you land the next client, they get a good experience because you have enough people dedicated to them. Again, a lot of people don't think about this. People quit, people go on vacation. You need those redundancies. You're going to need additional team members to make up for those redundancies. Now, one thing I didn't mention yet, and this is another one of my favorite side hustles to try out in 2026 and beyond, is starting an AI agency. There's so many businesses out there that just don't have any good understanding of how AI works and how to utilize it for their business. And basically what you can do is you can partner up with these businesses and help them grow a business that's already working. Think doctors, dentists, chiropractors, anybody who's already really successful. They have recurring clients and they just need some help bringing that business to the modern era. You're likely going to be wanting to work with somebody who's 45, maybe late 50s. They have a physical location, but you can help bring in customers from the online world and amplify everything with AI. This is where an AI agency can be really powerful, and you can basically tap into a business that's already making $100,000 a month. So they're going to have a lot more bandwidth to pay you $5,000, $10,000 a month to actually fulfill and get more clients. And again, a lot of people focus on just bringing in more clients, but AI can really optimize and save the doctor more time. So if the doctor is actually going in and sending out manual emails, manual deliveries for postcard reminders, all of these things can be automated with AI, and they can actually do a better job than most of these manual services can. So you can do an audit to see where AI can fit in, and you can basically split it. Hey, 50% of our bandwidth is going to help you optimize and automate your processes so they work better, they're more efficient, and they get better results. The other half is going to be, let's figure out ways to get new clients in. Maybe it's through a referral program, some other incentives like email outreach. There's going to be a lot of ways to grow this business with AI. And so if you're looking for a really good side hustle that's likely going to have a ton of upside, an AI agency in 2026 is a really good way to get started. All you need is 1 or 2 clients, and you can do that within a week to actually start making income. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about AI making money from anywhere in the world, I'm going to leave a link here for another video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit subscribe for the new videos I'm putting out every single week.